In August 1946, the world was still recovering from the aftermath of World War II, but it was also a time of exploration and discovery. One of the most notable figures during this period was Admiral Richard E. Byrd, an esteemed U.S. Navy officer and pioneering explorer. Byrd had already made history in the 1920s and 1930s by becoming one of the first individuals to fly over both the North and South Poles, achieving feats that had once seemed impossible. His reputation as a daring explorer was well established. In fact, in 1926, Byrd made worldwide headlines when he, along with his pilot Floyd Bennett, became the first to fly over the North Pole. Byrd's achievements earned him the Congressional Medal of Honor, and by the time World War II ended, Byrd was one of the most well-known military figures in the world. With the war over, Byrd's attention shifted to Antarctica, a remote and largely unexplored part of the world. In August 1946, he was tasked with organizing Operation High Jump, the largest Antarctic expedition to date. This ambitious mission involved 13 ships, 23 aircraft, and over 1,700 military personnel. The goal of the operation was both scientific and military. The U.S. Navy wanted to gather information on Antarctica's geography and its potential for strategic use. But more importantly, there were growing concerns about the continent's role in global geopolitics, especially as tensions between the U.S. and the Soviet Union began to rise in the post-war years. Byrd's team was tasked with not only exploring the icy continent, but also identifying potential sites for military bases. Operation High Jump was meant to last several months, with expeditions taking place between December and March. During the Antarctic summer, the plan was to explore the continent in a thorough and systematic manner, collecting vital information and laying the groundwork for future military activities. However, by February 1947, something happened that would change the course of the operation and possibly history itself. Admiral Byrd's team made a discovery that would haunt him for the rest of his life. According to later accounts, which were not part of Byrd's official reports, but came from his personal diaries, discovered after his death, Byrd and his squadron encountered something truly extraordinary. These accounts suggest that Byrd came across a hidden world, a lush and temperate landscape, far removed from the frozen wasteland of Antarctica that everyone knew. The diary suggests that Byrd was informed of an entrance to the Earth's interior through the South Pole, a revelation that would baffle even the most seasoned explorers. Intrigued by this, Byrd ordered his planes to fly deeper into the South Pole, beyond the known boundaries of the frozen desert. As Byrd's aircraft descended into this unknown region, what they encountered was nothing short of miraculous. Instead of the expected ice and snow, Byrd and his team found themselves flying over a land that seemed to defy nature. The environment was temperate, with lush greenery and a landscape that appeared to be thriving. Trees, rivers, and vegetation unlike anything seen in the frozen wasteland of Antarctica stretched beneath them. Byrd, initially shocked and unable to comprehend what was happening, realized they had discovered something that defied all logic. His squadron had inadvertently flown into what appeared to be a hidden paradise, a place that seemed almost like a different world entirely. However, the discovery didn't stop there. As Byrd continued his exploration of this strange realm, his diary recounts a surreal and unsettling encounter. He began to see what appeared to be shimmering crystal cities, glowing with a mysterious light. These cities were unlike anything Byrd had ever seen before, and their construction seemed far too advanced to belong to any known civilization. As Byrd flew closer, his aircraft was reportedly taken under control by some external force, and he was escorted to the ground. There, in a cavernous underground area, Byrd met a being he described as the Master. According to Byrd's diary, the Master appeared to be an advanced, possibly extraterrestrial, being who communicated with Byrd in a calm and authoritative manner. The being expressed deep concern about humanity's activities on the surface, particularly its use of nuclear weapons. The Master revealed that the inhabitants of this hidden world had been monitoring Earth's progress and were extremely concerned about the recent use of atomic bombs, especially in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The Master warned Byrd that humanity's reckless actions could bring irreparable damage, not only to the Earth, but to the entire solar system. The beings living beneath the South Pole feared that humanity's nuclear ambitions could disrupt the natural balance of the Earth and lead to catastrophic consequences. This encounter which Byrd allegedly detailed in his diaries, became a gar or touchstone for those interested in the intersection of UFO phenomena and nuclear weapons. Many researchers in the field of null ufology point to this moment as significant, especially since the modern UFO era began just after the detonation of atomic bombs at the end of World War II. According to these researchers, extraterrestrial beings or entities have shown a particular interest in the military's nuclear facilities, with reports of UFOs disabling nuclear silos or hovering over missile sites. Byrd, having witnessed something far beyond his comprehension, returned to the U.S. after the expedition, but he didn't speak about his encounter immediately. His government superiors, according to various reports, ordered him to keep silent. Classified orders were given to Byrd, instructing him never to speak publicly about his extraordinary experience. Byrd, who had been one of the most outspoken explorers of his time, was reportedly silenced by the government. His diaries, which were kept private until after his death, contained the full details of his discovery, a discovery that might have changed the understanding of the Earth's very structure, this hidden world, and the possible connection between advanced beings and Antarctica isn't just a product of Byrd's strange encounter. Over the years, more rumors have surfaced suggesting that Antarctica harbors even greater secrets. Despite the continent's extreme conditions, scientists have found evidence of strange phenomena beneath the ice. Ancient astronaut theorists have long proposed that Antarctica could be the site of ancient extraterrestrial bases, remnants of an advanced civilization that predates recorded history. According to these theories, a civilization from the stars might have once established a base in Antarctica, but it was eventually buried under miles of ice after a cataclysmic event. In 2010, Linda Moulton Howe, a respected researcher in the field of UFOs and the unexplained, interviewed a whistleblower known only as Miss Spartan 1. Spartan 1, a retired Navy SEAL, described a covert mission in Nauru when his team was sent to the southeast coast of Antarctica on a classified mission. The official cover story was that they were conducting reconnaissance to find a missing individual, but Spartan 1 revealed that their true objective was much more shocking. According to Spartan 1, during their mission, they discovered a large octagonal structure protruding from the ice. The structure's proportions and design suggested it was man-made, but what was truly bizarre was that the doors of the structure were enormous, between 18 and 30 feet thick. Despite the thickness, the doors opened with almost no resistance when touched, as though operated by some unknown mechanism. The temperature inside was described as warm, between -70°, a stark contrast to the freezing cold outside. Inside the structure, Spartan 1 and his team found hieroglyphics on the walls that they had never seen before. These symbols seemed to have an otherworldly quality to them, suggesting that the structure might have belonged to a civilization far older and more advanced than anything known to humanity. This revelation added fuel to the growing speculation that Antarctica might harbor hidden alien bases or remnants of an ancient extraterrestrial civilization. Some even argue that Atlantis, the legendary civilization described by Plato, could have been an alien colony that once thrived in Antarctica before a cataclysmic event sent it under the ice. The possibility that ancient extraterrestrials might have lived in Antarctica, or that they still do, is one of the most tantalizing mysteries of the modern age. Could it be that hidden beneath the ice, there are advanced technologies and ancient secrets that would change our understanding of human history? Could Antarctica be the last frontier not just for science, but for the discovery of otherworldly civilizations? As satellite images and technological advancements continue to reveal strange anomalies beneath the ice, one thing remains clear: the secrets of Antarctica may be much greater than we could ever imagine.